Our story begins over a century ago, in the vast, sun-scorched deserts of Egypt. Back in 1912, a fossil collector named Richard Markgraf unearthed some truly remarkable bones. These weren't just any dinosaur remains, they included a piece of a long, narrow jaw filled with conical teeth, almost like a crocodile's, and something even more spectacular, towering vertebrae with spines that stretched incredibly high. These fossils made their way to a German paleontologist, Ernst Stromer, who immediately recognized he had something special. By 1915 he had named this new creature Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, which means spine lizard from Egypt, a fitting name for an animal defined by its incredible back structure. Stromer's initial discovery gave the world its first glimpse of this bizarre predator, but it was a very incomplete picture. Based on the fragments he had, he tried to imagine what the whole animal looked like. In the 1930s he created a reconstruction that looked like a typical large theropod dinosaur, but with that signature sail on its back. He knew it was different, but with so little to go on, he had to fill in the blanks using more familiar dinosaurs like Allosaurus. These precious, one-of-a-kind bones were housed in a museum in Munich, Germany, representing the only known evidence of this magnificent animal anywhere on Earth. Tragically, the story of Spinosaurus took a devastating turn during World War II. In 1944, an Allied bombing raid struck Munich, and the museum holding Stromer's fossils was destroyed. With it, the original bones of Spinosaurus were turned to dust and rubble, lost to the world forever. For decades it seemed like the spine lizard would remain a mystery, known only through Stromer's original drawings and detailed notes. The loss was a massive setback for paleontology, as scientists had no physical material to study, making it nearly impossible to learn anything new about this enigmatic creature. For nearly half a century, Spinosaurus faded into relative obscurity, a ghostly figure in the dinosaur family tree. Without any new fossils, research came to a standstill. It became a dinosaur known more for its dramatic loss than for its life. It wasn't until the 1990s that Stromer's detailed photographs and scientific illustrations were rediscovered, allowing a new generation of scientists to once again study his findings. This rediscovery was a crucial moment, as it provided the first tangible link back to the original specimen, reigniting interest and paving the way for future discoveries that would completely reshape our understanding of this animal. While the original Spinosaurus fossils remained lost, clues about its true nature began to surface from other parts of the world. In 1984, a groundbreaking discovery was made in England, a more complete skeleton of a related dinosaur named Baryonyx walkeri. This creature had a long, crocodile-like snout filled with those same conical teeth and a massive claw on its thumb. Most importantly, paleontologists found fish scales in its stomach area, providing the first solid evidence that these types of dinosaurs were fish eaters. This discovery was a game-changer, suggesting that Stromer's Spinosaurus might have shared this semi-aquatic fish-hunting lifestyle, a radical idea for a large predatory dinosaur at the time. The family portrait of the Spinosauridae grew even clearer in 1998 with the discovery of Suchomimus tenerensis in Niger. This name means crocodile mimic, and it lived up to it. It possessed an even longer, more slender snout than Baryonyx, perfectly adapted for snatching slippery prey from the water. The skeleton of Suchomimus was remarkably complete, giving scientists a much better blueprint for the body plan of this unique dinosaur family. It confirmed that these animals were not your average land-based predators. They were specialized hunters thriving in the lush, swampy river deltas of Cretaceous Africa, environments teeming with giant fish. With these new relatives providing context, Spinosaurus roared back into the public imagination, most famously in the 2001 movie Jurassic Park 3. This film depicted Spinosaurus as a colossal super-predator, even bigger and meaner than a T-Rex. It had the crocodile-like face inspired by Baryonyx and Suchomimus, but it was shown as a powerful bipedal land dweller with long, strong legs. While this portrayal cemented Spinosaurus as a pop culture icon, it was based on an incomplete picture. The movie's version was a monster built from scientific speculation, a fearsome beast that we would soon learn was very different from the real animal. Following its big-screen debut, other media began to explore the more scientific side of Spinosaurus. Documentaries like the BBC's Planet Dinosaur in 2011 moved away from the super predator idea and focused on its likely diet. These shows depicted Spinosaurus as a specialized fish eater, often shown wading into rivers to hunt the giant prehistoric sawfish, Onchopristis. This portrayal was much closer to what the fossil evidence from its relatives suggested. The public was now seeing two versions of Spinosaurus, the movie monster and the patient shoreline fisher. But the biggest revelation was yet to come. The next chapter in the Spinosaurus saga began with a remarkable new discovery, spearheaded by paleontologist Dr. Nizar Ibrahim. In 2014, his team announced they had found a new partial skeleton of a Spinosaurus in Morocco, the first associated skeleton found since Stromer's original. The fossils they uncovered were shocking and completely overturned previous ideas. This Spinosaurus had incredibly short and stout hind legs, far too small to support its massive body for efficient walking on land like a T-Rex. Its leg bones were also extremely dense, lacking the hollow spaces found in most theropods, a trait often seen in aquatic animals that use their heavy bones for buoyancy control. This new evidence led to a radical new reconstruction of Spinosaurus. It was no longer a long-legged land predator but a bizarre front-heavy creature with a long body, a flexible neck, and those surprisingly short back legs. Its feet were wide and flat, possibly webbed, perfect for paddling or walking on soft mud. This short king of the dinosaurs was depicted as a semi-aquatic animal, spending much of its life in the water. It was more like a giant sail-backed crocodile or a heron than any other predatory dinosaur known to science. This new look graced the cover of National Geographic, forever changing how we pictured this amazing animal. Naturally, such a dramatic shift in thinking sparked a fierce debate among scientists. Was Spinosaurus truly a swimmer, or was it just a wader? Some researchers, like Dr. Don Henderson, created digital models to test how the animal would have behaved in water. His 2018 study suggested that, due to the massive sail and distribution of its body mass, Spinosaurus would have been too buoyant to dive effectively. His models indicated it would have been unstable, tipping onto its side unless it was constantly correcting its position. This suggested it might have been confined to hunting in the shallows, unable to pursue prey in deeper water. The debate intensified in 2020 when Dr. Ibrahim's team unveiled another incredible find from the same Moroccan specimen, a nearly complete tail. It was unlike any other theropod tail ever discovered. Instead of being long and stiff, it was tall, flat, and flexible, shaped like a giant paddle or the tail of a newt. This was the smoking gun for the aquatic hypothesis. The team proposed this tail was a powerful motor, used for propelling the dinosaur through the water as an active pursuit predator. They even created a robotic flapping model of the tail, which demonstrated it could produce significant thrust, suggesting Spinosaurus was a true river monster. With the discovery of the paddle-like tail, the image of Spinosaurus as a fully aquatic dinosaur seemed stronger than ever. The 2020 study proposed a creature that was a capable swimmer, a pursuit predator that hunted large fish in the deep river channels of its ancient home. On land, they suggested it might have been slow and awkward, perhaps even walking on all fours using its knuckles, similar to a gorilla. This vision of Spinosaurus was truly unique, a dinosaur that had left the land behind to conquer the water. It was the first, and so far only, non-avian dinosaur thought to have adopted a truly aquatic lifestyle, a specialization that set it apart from all its contemporaries. However, the scientific community is all about testing and retesting ideas. In 2022, another major study, this one led by paleontologist Dr. Paul Sereno, challenged the pursuit predator model. Using detailed CT scans of the fossils, this team created their own digital model with a more precise calculation of the animal's mass, including its bones, muscles, and internal air sacs. Their results painted a different picture. They argued that Spinosaurus was buoyant, but stable, and that it was a perfectly capable biped on land. They concluded it wasn't a deep-water swimmer but a semi-aquatic ambush predator, much like a giant heron wading in the shallows and using its long neck and jaws to snatch prey from the water's edge. So, where does that leave us today, in 2025? The consensus is still evolving, but most scientists agree that Spinosaurus was a highly specialized semi-aquatic predator intimately tied to the river systems of North Africa. The debate now centers on how it used the water. Was it an active pursuit hunter like an otter, or a patient shoreline ambusher like a heron? New media is already reflecting this nuanced view. The fictional 2025 series Walking with Dinosaurs portrays it as a bimodal ambush predator, capable of diving from the shore but not chasing prey in open water, while the movie Jurassic World Rebirth leans into the more cinematic speedboat swimmer idea. The journey of Spinosaurus, from a mysterious spine to a movie monster and now to a scientific enigma, shows just how vital every new fossil is. Each bone fragment adds a new piece to the puzzle, refining our understanding and sometimes completely changing the picture. The ongoing debate is not a sign of confusion, but a hallmark of healthy science in action. Spinosaurus reminds us that there are still incredible discoveries waiting to be unearthed. Secrets of the prehistoric world that will continue to challenge our imaginations and rewrite the story of life on Earth.